Hi, I'm Alex. Welcome back to my channel and to another video. Firstly, apologies for not posting anything over the last couple of weeks. I know that I got a bit too ambitious with my upload schedule, thinking that I was going to be uploading 2 videos a week. But that's the schedule of a full-time YouTuber, and I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I have a full-time job and other things obviously that I do during the week, and I think more realistically for me 1 video a week would suffice, and then if I upload any more I upload more, good times. But I think I put a bit too much pressure on myself and then I didn't end up doing anything. But anyway, I'm not going away, I'm continuing and I'm back now. So this is yet another film review video. Obviously most of my videos have been like that so far, but I am going to do a lot more different videos in future, so it is still going to be a mix of different things. So if you're not into films or film reviews, please bear with, because I am going to do some other stuff. So over the past couple of weeks I've seen 3 films, so I'm going to review 3 of them quite quickly today. So the 3 films that I've seen are A Cure for Wellness, Logan and Fallen, in that order. So first I'm going to start with A Cure for Wellness, and the main actor in this film is Dane DeHaan. And I was really looking forward to seeing this film because when I saw the trailer I thought it was something I'd be really into. It looked kind of freaky, kind of maybe sci-fi, supernaturally kind of vibes, and I do like Dane DeHaan as well. I think he's really good. And yeah, the film was really good. The story was really good. It had I read a review that said that it was Shutter Island vibes, and I definitely agree with that. It was pure Shutter Island vibes. Not exactly the same, but like I say, vibes. And yeah, I can't really give away too much about the story, but basically Dane DeHaan's character works in a corporate world, and he needs someone, I think one of his colleagues or one of his bosses, to sign a deal, but he's gone away to some kind of health retreat, so he has to go and get him, and then it kind of goes from there when he realises this is not your average health retreat, basically, without giving away anything else. But yeah, the story was good, it unfolded really well, and it's kind of it was surprising how it went towards the end, especially. I did not see that coming up until a certain point, but there were some parts that were a bit more predictable than others, but overall it was a good story. Acting wise, Dane DeHaan was really good. There was some crazy freaky stuff going on, and I think he acted it out really well. He does remind me, again referring back to Shutter Island vibes, he does remind me of Leonardo DiCaprio, and he definitely had those kind of vibes in this film, but in his own right he is really good as well. Yeah, the other acting was fine. He was the main focus really, which is why I'm just really mentioning him of the story. Music wise, yeah, there was just about enough sort of music to convey the sort of freaky vibes, so that was good. But other than that, not sort of much to say about the music, because it wasn't really about that. You're more sort of focusing on all the horrific things that was going on in this place. But yeah, that was a really good film. I think I would probably give it 4 stars out of 5 overall. I said it could have been slightly better to bring it up to 5, but I think it was overall really good. I definitely recommend it if you're into horror and if you're not that squeamish. But it actually wasn't too gory considering it was 18. I mean, Shutter Island, for example, was a 15, which I actually did think it was an 18, but this one was not too gory considering that it was an 18. But anyway, so that's that one. So the second film that I saw over the past couple of weeks, well, last week, was Logan. And I am a massive X-Men geek, mutant and proud. So I was really excited about this film. Obviously it's not one of the X-Men films, it's one of the Wolverine films, but it's still in that universe. So I was really excited for this one to come out. I've been avoiding spoilers for quite a while on what was going to happen, and yeah. Obviously this is a spoiler-free review, so I'm not going to mention any spoilers at all. All I'm going to say is, obviously Hugh Jackman is the main character of this film. Obviously it's the third Wolverine film in a series, so I'm not going to mention anything that might spoil the other films. But basically it's set in the future. I think it's 2029, could be wrong. And Wolverine is with Professor X, who's Patrick Stewart, who's also the other kind of main character. And they come across this girl. I cannot recall her actor's name, sorry. They come across this girl and she has the same kind of claws, as Wolverine, and she's in trouble. These people are after her, these evil people, as per usual. And it's Wolverine and Professor X trying to help her out, basically. And obviously as the story unfolds there's a lot more to it than that, but I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody because I wouldn't want it spoiled for me. But I will say, obviously the acting was really good. Hugh Jackman is an awesome Wolverine. He has said this is going to be his last Wolverine film, which is not a spoiler. He said that in public. It's well known, especially by people that are into this film. But also on the Graham Norton show recently, Patrick Stewart said it's going to be his last film as well. I don't know if he's actually contracted to do any more films for X-Men. He might be, he might not be, maybe not if he's decided not to do it. But yeah, he's announced that. So yeah, take that as you will. But yeah, it was a really good film. Music-wise, it had a different tone to it. The whole film had a different tone to it, really, than the usual X-Men films. But the music kind of went along with the action. It kind of got you into it a lot more, as it's meant to. Like I said, the acting was really good. There were a couple of parts that were really like feels galore. I will warn you that much. Yeah, I really liked the story as well, and the way it kind of didn't try to directly tie itself into every single thing from the other X-Men films, because if you are, especially if you are an X-Men geek, you will know that the timeline for those films is crazy. But it did kind of refer vaguely back to some things that have happened before and that are still relevant in the timeline, if that makes any sense. But not too much. But yeah, I can't really say anything more about it without spoiling it, really. But I will say it's a really, really good film. I really recommend it. It was quite gory, it was full of action. Like I say, the acting was really good, everything was really good. I loved this film, I really, really loved it. Surprise, surprise, I knew I would because I'm a massive X-Men geek, like I said, and I love films like that, even though it had a different kind of feel to it, different kind of vibe, a bit more gritty and a bit more raw and everything else. It's still, you can still tell it's an X-Men film. So I give that one 5 out of 5 stars because, like I said, I loved it. I couldn't really fault it. Yeah, I would recommend to see it. It's awesome. So the third and final film that I went to see over the past couple of weeks, and again this was, well, maybe it was a couple of weeks. No, I don't know. So the third and final film that I went to see recently, within the past couple of weeks, was Fallen. This was the last film that I saw, the most recent one, meaning. And I didn't actually know that this was going to be a film. I had heard of the book series and I thought that might be something that maybe I'd read at some point, but I hadn't sort of added it to my TBR, to my to be read pile. So that's Bookstagram speak right there. So I was surprised to find out there was a film, but I thought, okay, well, I'll check out, see what it's like. Yeah, and it was alright. It was alright. I didn't know the story at all. I hadn't really read the synopsis on the books or anything like that because, like I said, I thought maybe I'd read them at some point, so I didn't really want to spoil myself or anything like that, and I didn't really see the point in reading about them until I actually came to pick the book up. So I didn't really know much about it other than that it was an angel human love story type situation, and then when I looked at stills from the film, I thought it's got kind of Twilight-y kind of vibes, but I thought it's probably not going to be as good as that, but it was okay. Yeah, it was okay. The story was quite good. It was a little bit different, I suppose. It's basically a human being, a girl that goes to this kind of school for people with kind of special needs in a way, and she meets this guy and she feels like she knows him already, but she can't really explain it, and the reason she's in there is because she's getting all these visions, and she's been sent there by her parents because they think she's going crazy because of these visions, and then she kind of realises that that's not really the case, without spoiling it in case you didn't want to see it, and yeah, and then things just go from there. And like I said, it is a love story. It is slightly corny. It is more cornered to the teen market. Again, it's not as good as the Twilight series. It's not quite as transferable to a more adult audience as the Twilight series is, if that makes any sense. It's a bit more kind of low-key. It's a bit more interesting, I say, than the average kind of corny teen romance thing, because of the fact that it has falling angels that have not chosen a side between heaven and hell, so it's kind of a little bit more interesting history wise than the average kind of film that's like that. So yeah, it was better than I thought it was gonna be. It was alright, and there were a few, I mean, story wise, like I said, it was mostly a bit predictable, but there were some bits in it that I really did not see coming. One in particular that kind of shocked me, that I didn't see coming, so I was like, fair enough. So story wise it was fine. Music wise, yeah, the music was quite good. And acting wise, it was kind of hit and miss. There were a couple of I think the main actress, isn't it? I cannot recall her name at the moment, but she was quite good. But yeah, I'm not sure about the main guy, but a couple of the other characters were good. Maybe not so popular that they would do any more films. Yeah. So yeah, I'd give that one 3 out of 5 stars. Like I said, it was good, not fantastic, not terrible, good, worth a watch. Maybe wait till DVD and then watch it then. Might be a good idea, but it's always good to check these things out, because if you see something you really like, especially with me, it might not be the most popular thing, but then it might be something you really, really like. Like, one of my favourite films is Blood and Chocolate, and hardly anyone has even heard of that film, never mind watched it. It wasn't that popular at all. I think when I went to see it, and the people I went to see it with didn't think it was that great, but for some reason everything about it, the story, the acting, the music, just really spoke to me, and I really loved that film, and I need to watch it again soon, actually. So yeah, those are my reviews for this week. Like I said, I'm going to try and do at least one video a week. If I do more, I do more. If I don't, I don't. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm still doing my videos. I've got up to over 100 views now, which is absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of the YouTube world. But to me, it's pretty awesome to think that collectively my videos have been viewed 100 times. That's pretty cool. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that get like thousands of views per video and stuff like that, but I'm just happy that anybody's watching my videos. It's just pretty cool, and I'm enjoying doing what I'm doing. So as always, please like and subscribe if you like what you see and you'd like to see more from me. I will be posting about once a week from now on, and also all my social medias are in the description as always, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.